Oh man. So that last video I made was pretty angry. Um Probably offensive to some people. Pretty sure I offended at least one person cuz I have one less subscriber now. So safe to say that I was offensive to somebody, but anyways, I don't care, to be honest. You know, God to me is not something that people should get offended over as far as others' beliefs in that idea. It's just stupid. Like, to get offended over, like, whatever you think your idea of God is and how it's, how it's portrayed in the minds of other people, or how other people perceive it, or they choose to go about um talking about it or whatever. um so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't my personal views on God are very complex. And I mean, if you saw the last video, you obviously know I believe in God and angels and whatnot. So I have some kind of perspective on it that's based in reality. But but yeah, that's a whole like deep topic, and I don't want to go into, especially right now, based off of how I'm feeling like with that whole topic. Just because I feel like I'm tired of just, I don't know, just I'm tired of asking for assistance and just being ignored, I guess. And that's basically all that happens every time I ask for help, or I pray to God or whatever. Whenever I pray lately, especially these past few years, I've been pretty much getting the opposite of what I'm praying for. If I pray to God or angels or whatever, anyways, if I'm just with my own intent, my own will, my own thoughts, like it's gonna happen, and I don't bring any sort of like outside entity into it, then it usually happens. But if I'm like praying and being very needy in the sense of will and creation, well, then yeah, it's pretty much not ever gone my way, or hasn't gone my way for the past few years. So, and I know the reasons for that, but whatever. I don't care about them anymore. I'm just tired of being tested, and I'm tired of having to live to a certain standard of how I'm supposed to carry on in my life, and the example I'm supposed to set forth. And you know not living up to that yet, so being tested to mold myself to that level or whatever. I'm just, it's deliberate rebellion at this point. It's deliberate rebellion, just because I'm just fucking tired of being bossed around, pretty much, by like everybody and everything around me, especially God, like especially fucking God. Anyways, um yeah, I was really mad earlier, to be honest, because I we were having a really like um just testy morning, like just bad things happening left and right. And the one that basically like threw me over the edge was where I was doing this, working on these things. Actually, this is not all of them. that I was working on, I had done these as well. I had sanded and epoxy them and whatnot, and well, I got this thing right here, the heat gun, and I started blowing over, these things, because you gotta do that to pop the air bubbles and whatnot, and I didn't realize that there was the ashtray right next to everything, and I blew all the ash all over my work that I had just finished, which was all of this, all of that, and all of those there. And it was just everywhere, just ash, like everywhere. And it was ruined, like, because it's epoxy, it's sticky, it's it's being molded into glass. Oh crap, damn it. Oh god, I'm missing a little tip there, like the epoxy finished, and it's almost drying. Ones like that. These are for my baby. My baby wanted. I made these for Diana, because she's gonna give them as a gift to somebody. I forgot who. But Athena saw me making them and she wanted them. My baby, she liked them. She wanted to play with them. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, baby, they're sold. But I had already made that one and that one. And this one was drying, I think, at the time. And I told her I'll give her these two. And Marco said we could give her that one. And he made this one as well. And I was like, I'm going to give her a whole coaster set. She wanted some too. So my baby could get it. She deserves it. And this thing, we just were like screwing around. Just seeing how that turns out. We'll see. We're just trying these new things to sell on Etsy so we could start shipping stuff, making a online presence in that market. So yeah, that's one of the bad things that happened with Marco. This piece was already sold, and he had actually cut it in half because the guy that we sold it to wasn't answering. And there was another guy that wanted a piece that he needed within a few days, and we don't have wood, so he was gonna cut it, but then the other guy answered, and it was just a mess of just a bunch of different stuff. And when that happened, that was after everything, and I just lost it, man. I lost it. I literally just stayed staring at everything for like a good 10 seconds, just like not I didn't react. Like at first I didn't react. I just stared, like and just because I couldn't, like, it took me a while to process the fact that I was gonna have to do all that work all over again. It took me all fucking morning. This took me all fucking night to finish. But yeah, I was like, wow. And then I just lost it. Because it's like, come on. And I know it seems like it's just my fault, because I'm the one that had the ash there, and I'm the one that was doing it and everything. But actually, I didn't even put that ashtray there. I don't even know who put the ash. I think it was Marco. I just didn't pay attention to the fact that it was there. That's where my mistake was. I didn't clear out my space so that it was a clean workspace. And that was my lesson that I needed to learn. And well, obviously I didn't learn it. It's still pretty fucking dirty. But it doesn't have any ash around it, so I guess I learned it in some ways. I learned to be more careful about what's around as far as, like, if it can ruin it or not, I guess. Kind of. Not really. Still a lot of hazardous things. whatever. I just want to be a lucky person, you know? I just want to be that lucky person that's just has no tests that they're being forced to learn. They're just flowing through life and being allowed to just learn their own lessons in their own time, their own pace. That's what I want to be. I just want to be that person. But no, gotta be the speed learner. Cool.